Jonathan Jones, CBS Sports, alongside Arizona Cardinals quarterback Colt McCoy. And Colt, usually I start this off by starting quarterback. Obviously, there's a franchise quarterback here in Kyler Murray, but you're here taking the QB1 reps while he is on the mend. Just a bit of a unique situation. Where do you find yourself here in training camp?
Yeah, we were just talking off camera. I don't even know what day it is, right? We're in the middle of a grind, and I think both sides of the ball for us, offense and defense, we're all learning a new scheme, right? We're coming out here, we're taking what we're learning in the classroom, trying to put it all together out here on the field and just stack days and figure out who we're going to be on offense and on defense and building our team each day. And I think we're really caught up in the process of doing that, but it's been a lot of fun so far.
What is this offense going to be? I mean, you guys are figuring it out. What do you hope it's going to be once we get to week one?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're doing things that are very different than what we did last year, right? And
in what ways?
Just we're all still figuring it out. I mean, a lot of nonverbal communication last year. We're signaling, we're on the ball. We're still doing a lot of that, but we're in and out of the huddle. We're operating with different personnel groups, and I think the thing for us is we're still figuring out, what's our bread and butter? What are we going to be great at? Who's my go-to guys in these situations? What are we trying to accomplish? What's our goal each time on all these new plays? And it's been good so far, but we certainly have a lot of work to do to get where we want to be.
You're a vet in this league. You've been around a lot of places, a lot of coaches. Is there a level of stress maybe that we're figuring this out right now, or is it kind of fun?
Yeah, you know what? Year 14 in, you have to have fun, especially in these dog days of training camp. We're going to make mistakes. I've made my fair share to start this camp, but we're learning from them, we're growing from them, we're figuring out, I saw what you saw here, but let's work on that. We want to go here. Things like that. And I think overall, if we can commit to the process, commit to not thinking about tomorrow, think about right now, think about what mistakes did I make today that I can go correct in the meetings tonight. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm sticking, so that by the time it's ready to go, strap it up and step inside the white lines, we're ready to go.
Did I read correctly, reports out of here, there's going to be a little bit more quarterback under center, a little bit more play action?
Yeah, it could be. Again, I think we're introducing a lot of things, right? We're seeing what we're good at, what we can execute, where we want to put certain guys. There's a lot going on from that standpoint. I'm sure the coaches will get us right where we need to be, and we just got to keep stacking days.
In talking with folks here on and off camera, a word that's come up a lot is structure in terms of what Jonathan Gannon and this group is really instilling in the Cardinals. How would you describe that sort of structure, that standard that's being instilled?
Yeah, I think Coach Gannon has been phenomenal. I think the staff has done a really nice job of bringing a lot of energy and setting the expectations. Guys know what our role is, what our job is, what the expectations are in the meetings, on the field. Anywhere we go, there's no secrets around here, and I think he's pushing a lot of us, to be our best and to commit to learning what we're going to do and who we're going to be. And so far, everyone has bought in, and it's been really good.
What's been your communication like with Kyler as he continues his recovery and return to play?
Yeah, Kyler's great. I mean, I know he's in the middle of just working and working and working. He wants to be out here. He's doing great in the meetings. And I know that as soon as he's healthy, he'll come out here and be ready to go. And I'm excited for him. I think he's excited to be in this new offense. And I know he's putting his work in each and every day. And I'm manning the ship until he's ready to come back.
I'm going to get on a soapbox here because I've heard for as long as I've covered the NFL, it doesn't matter who the quarterback is, our system is sort of our system here, and it can work for all these guys. You and Kyler Murray are not exactly the exact same quarterback. Is it true, Colt, that the offense is going to be the offense, whether it's him or whether it's you, or are there differences?
Well, I'm not as fast as Kyler Murray, I can tell you that. I'm not as shifty. He does a lot of things that not very many people can do, right? So he has that added part to his game. But Kyler is an extremely smart quarterback, and who we are schematically and what our philosophy is on offense, he's going to step right in and execute that. He just has traits and abilities that not a lot of guys have. And, I know he's excited to come out here and get dove into the offense and start playing.
What are you seeing out of this wide receiver group led by Hollywood Brown?
Yeah, they've been great. They work hard every day. those guys have a lot of speed, and we're trying to figure out what is best for us offensively to attack, right? How can we get them good matchups? How can we get them open? And so it's been really good. Hollywood's been great early on in camp, and again, I think for us as an offense, I'm a little older guy. I've been through installs and offenses. I think what we are doing right now as a unit is really just committing to learning what we want to do and how we want to do it. This is how I see this. Let's go do this. And then once we figure that all out, I think we're going to be just fine.
Last question for you, Colt. How are you going to measure progress or success, be it in training camp or once we get to the regular season?
Yeah, I think for me, if you're asking me personally, my progress is I try to narrow things down to day by day, to meeting by meeting. You get into a game to drive by drive in a game, right? That's how I remain in the moment, present, and committed to doing exactly what I'm coached to do and leading the other group of guys. And we'll let the other things take care of that, when that comes.
Is that the green zone mindset? Tell me a little bit about this green zone mindset. I know what the red zone is.
Talk about this?
I've heard you talk about the green zone. What is that?
I think this just, a lot of times when you think about the past or you think about the future, you start thinking big picture, and I'm not as good when I do that. I think for me, I focus on each day and each rep and what we're trying to accomplish. Even on plays that I hadn't run before, and maybe I mess it up. It's okay, let's mark that one. I want to come back and look at that so I don't make that same mistake. And sure enough, if you keep staying in those moments and in the green zone like we talk about, I feel like the rest will take care of itself. And I don't know, I've played a long time, but it seems like that's the only way my mind can process it all.
The green zone for Colt McCoy. Thanks so much.
All right.